Welcome back to my channel UK Knowledge Guru. In today's video, we will learn how to apply UK sponsored license. So for that, you will go first on gov.uk website, go down and look for the visa and immigration. Click on this. On the right side, work in the UK. When you will click on this, you will come to the page work in the UK. Go down all the way and you will see this sponsors and sponsorship. UK visa sponsorship for employers. You will click on it. It will take you to the page UK visa sponsorship for employers. You have the options overview, eligibility, job suitability, types of license, sponsorship management role, apply for your license. So right now we are applying for the license. We'll click apply for your license. It will take you to the page where it says apply now. It clearly states any affidavit or statutory declaration you must be witnessed by a qualified independent person. For example, a solicitor, notary public, justice of peace commission and forth. So make sure all the documents which you send are already notary public, or they have all these qualified independent person have done the witness them. Go down all the way. Let's discuss the fees first. So you have two types of license. One is for small businesses, other is for medium businesses. When we talk about small businesses, worker visas sponsored license is 536. For medium is 1476. Worker and temporary worker 536 and 1476. So if you're applying this license first time and you wanted to apply, bring someone from outside the UK or someone who has done the graduate and wanted to convert it, then you will apply this one 536. How do you decide your company is small? If you're any of these two apply, so if your assets are less than 10.2 million or your total assets are 5.1 million or less, or you have 50 employees or less, if any of these two applies, that means you're a small sponsor. If your assets are over 10.2 million and you have 51 employees, then obviously you are a medium and you have to pay 1476. Now let's apply the license. So we click on it, apply now, start now. So before we go that, we can see the guide as well. For education provider is different and for employers is different. Education providers is for if you have a university, college or something you wanted to start a business regarding the education. So we'll click start now and it will take us to the page application for sponsored license. Now you have this full page and we'll click register because this is first time we are applying. You click on register, it will ask you the name and email address and confirm email address. So let's write the email address and I'll put my email address, name, email address, dr. So you can copy that and you can paste it again. After that, click register. You will get the confirmation of your registration. So we got the confirmation code, that's a password which we have received on our email address, and I'll put that user ID and password. This is a temporary password which you get, like user ID and temporary password. You click on it and it will ask you to change it. So you need to put the password again and we'll change the password. Make sure the password which you use is between 12 and 256 characters. Click submit, confirmation of your page, and that's now we landed on this page. Apply for sponsored license. We'll click on it, and when we'll click on it, it will take us to this page where it will ask you which routes in your organization applying to become sponsored license. So we'll apply for skilled worker. You have the options for Ministry of Religion, student, child, religious workers. You have loads of options. Have you applied before? If you have any previous application, currently we'll have no previous application because we are applying first time. We'll click no and then click next, and it will take you to, so for example, if you put yes, in that case you have to provide the number. So just now we have no. Application for sponsor license, we'll put the name of the organization, UK Knowledge Guru, and after that I'll put the address. So my address, I'll come, and then I'll put the city, postcode, county, telephone number. All these details I'll insert in this. Let me correct one more thing over here. I'll stop the video and I'll show you this, that license routes, apply for sponsor license. So you have license route, organization, COS, CAS, supporting documents, contact details, declaration, payment, submission sheet. And that's how you will finalize your application. So I'll put the address, city, postcode, confirmation telephone number. I'll put the phone number again. I'll click next and we'll come to this page, application for sponsor license, Scotland. So basically, which area you doing your business. So it will ask you, like if you're doing in England, you select England. Just now we are doing in Scotland, so we'll put Scotland over here. How many employees you have? So we'll put like currently employees. You can put 10, you can put 1, whatever the number you wanted to select. If it's a new organization, you will put 1. Is your organization currently employing migrant workers, non-settled workers, or sponsorship overseas student? If you are employing them, then you will select yes, otherwise no, because we'll select at this time no. Select which sector. So you have loads of sectors: accommodation, food, construction. We'll select education, franchisee, head office, which way you want it. So if we take a franchisee of the education sector, we can select that, or we can select no other. If you have selected head office, you need to provide all the branches as well. Is your organization a charity? Does it hold charitable status? No. Select the option that best describe your type of organization. So you have the option drop down. You can select limited, you can select partnership, private individual, charitable company, whichever you want. So just now we'll put private individual, but it's usually a limited company you apply for. Enter your company's house registration number. If you have already registered, you will put the company's house registration number. Select the period for which your organization has been trading. So 6 to over 12 months. You can select that. We'll select 6 to 12 months. Is your organization registered with his Registry Revenue, HMRC? And do you have NI or VAT number? So if we select no, it won't let us go forward because on top we have not provided the company number. So if I click next, it will give me the error, provide details of your organization. So now we'll provide the organization details. Now I have provided the details, so it's fine. I'm on next page. So do you have an employee reference? No, we'll select that because we don't have any employee reference. Then it will ask you for pay exemption reasons if you have any. So we'll just put testing because we just I'll put exempt over here, or we'll add later. We'll do that just now. Okay, click next. So now you on application for a sponsor organization, step 4 of 4. Are you registered in the London Stock Exchange? We'll select no. Is the organization to be registered with the government body? No. Like if you are registered, for example, food services, so you need to select that, your council or whatever organization you are doing. If your organization is registered with the government body that is not required to operate legally, we'll select no. There is nothing like that. Next. Now it asks application for sponsor license, CAS, step 1 of 1. So number of unidentified certificate of sponsorship for skilled worker. Enter the estimate number of how many. So we'll put 1 over here at the moment. Reason required why you want the what's the purpose. It's asking business expansion specialist. We'll put business expansion over here. It also says that granted in allocation. So we'll select next, application for sponsor license, supporting documents. Now what supporting documents we are providing. I have created a separate video on this which you can watch on my channel. What documents do you need as per appendix A. So it says that document must be sent dependent on a number of factors including your organization types, routes. You must refer sponsors policy guidance, appendix A, like I discussed. I'll attach the link as well, put the link in the description as well. Mandatory documents. So corporate business bank statement, that's mandatory. Employment liability insurance certificate, that's also mandatory. The following document must be sent with the organization: audited annual accounts, government body registration, franchisee agreement, D-Tech declaration. So we'll just select randomly to be sent. Okay. Now other documents, supporting letter from the bank manager, we can select yes. Supplement, UK trade and investment, HMRC, VAT, tax, proof of business. So we'll put to be sent for the supporting, not applicable to this, not applicable, not applicable. So just remember, I'm just doing the test over here. Okay, so I'm just selecting these ones. Okay, application for sponsored license, contact details. Now I'll select the details, you will put the complete all details of your authorizing officer. So I'll put the name Dr. Khan, previously known, address. I'll put the random address over here, 49 London. I'll put the postcode, that's fine. Phone number, email address, dr_khan@consultant.com. And I'll put the random date of birth. This is not my date of birth, okay? So just be careful. January 2000, and I'll select 1980 over here. Okay, that's done. So country of nationality, United Kingdom. So let's see, Iceland should be over here, United Kingdom. Okay, position with the organization, I'll select CEO. So national insurance number for exemption, just now I'll select no, but you don't need to select no. You need to select yes because that's mandatory. Because the authorizing officer has to be the national and must have the NI number. I'm just selecting no just now. So I don't need to disclose that, and I'll put exemption over here or testing. Okay. Now, if the authorizing officer is non-settled worker under immigration, so if you have ILR, we'll select no. In this case, just now, immigration status, home reference number, we'll select no over here. Now enter city. Okay, I forgot the London over here, so I'll select London. That's fine. Now let's go next. Application for sponsor. Now step 2 of 7, you must tell authorizing officer in your application if any conviction. So any convictions, any issues, so we'll select no. Bankruptcy, no, so we'll select no. Application for sponsor license, key contact, will the authorizing officer will be key contact? Yes. Next. So it will copy automatically everything. So key user, so you need 3 people: authorizing officer, key contact, and level 1 user. So I have selected all that. An employee of the third party organization, UK based representative, like as we have discussed. I have explained everything in the how to apply UK sponsored license. All these details in details I have done it. So make sure your email address is the email address don't go in junk. So homeoffice.gov.uk selected as non-junk. So I'll select next over here, and when I'll select next, it will give me the error because the level 1 user, we need it. It's mandatory. So let's create level 1 user. So I'll put the random name Dr. Khan. I'll just copy the same Khan 2 and address 49. I'll select London over here, postcode EC1Y8SY. Telephone number, I'll just copy that as well. That's not my phone number. Okay, so and I'll put the email address dr_khan@consultant.com. I'll select the random date of birth as well, 1st of January 1981. I'll do that this time. So 81, that's fine. Country, I'll select United Kingdom again. That's United Kingdom. Position with the organization, and does the person have national insurance number? No. National insurance number, I'll select no, but you have to select. Okay, so I'll put this exemption over here just to show you. This is just a testing. Level 1 user, non-settled worker, immigration control. So level 1 user, I'll select no. So okay, enter the position. Okay, I missed that. So I'll put the position over here or within the organization, manager. That's fine. So that's done. Next, application for sponsor license, 6 step of 7. You must tell level 1 user that the application. Okay, so no conviction, nothing. So we'll select no over here, and that's now level 1 user is done. Key user is done. Authorizing the officer is done. Next. Okay, so it says application for sponsor license. Has external representative help you? No. Previous application, have you helped a sponsor with application to join? So obviously no, because we're not using any external reference. So if you're going through the lawyer, you need to select yes, and then they want to make sure that they have the regulation status as well. So they will give you the option exemption from OISC, regulated by OISC. So we'll select none over here. Declaration, step 1 of 1. So you must declare everything. You must read as well. I agree with comply with the sponsor license duties. You can open this. It will take you back to the home office page. I'll leave that. You can read that. That's just a discrimination declaration. Tick the box. Yes. Date. So I'll select the date of random date, and it won't let me go forward. Why? Because what will happen? It wants you to give the today's date, the current date. So when we select random date, it won't go, it will give us the error. The date must not be valid. So I'll change the date. I'll change 22. Select 21. Okay, today's date. Pay, submit, and pay. Now I'm on the final page. Submit and pay. Sponsor license, that's a number. And fees. So you have 2 types of fees. The first fees is 536. The second one is 1476. And priority service fees, you will be charged extra. And if you want to select that, it's £500. But as I discuss how to apply priority service, there's a separate video on my channel which you can watch. So declaration status, again, it asking for the same details. Why is it asking for details? I think it's just asking again. So maybe there are two. Oh yeah, this is a second declaration. So now it's on the final page. Online card payment, fees 536, 500 priority, 1036 total. Now I'm on the final page where it's asking for the payment. You'll put all the details and you will confirm. At the moment, I'll just click cancel. I'll go back because we don't want to do that. So this is how you submit your application for the sponsored license.